Hey there, Aries community. Soul Tigress here with a story for this wonderful community. Now, as usual, I'm not sure what's going to come out, but there is a vibe, there is some stuff that I'm picking up. So, right now, so far, gotta get something done. Maybe it's speaking up about something. Then I heard gifted child. I don't even know what that means. When I hear child, anything young coming my way, I'm not gonna lie, I run the other way. Mine are getting to that age where they're almost out. So gifted child, this could be a lot of different things. This could be Aries themselves. This could be something that Aries needs to bring in, or something that is along the path. And gifted children just don't have to be our own. And I have to remind myself that we can have spiritual children. Children who are born from others, but end up coming to us at different times in our life and in their life for guidance. Unknowingly, it kind of just happens. There is gaining awareness. And in this, there's shifts that are coming about. But there's something that's swifty. I don't know if there's a sense that too much is cluttered in this Aries environment. And this is why there's that swifty kind of feeling. Got to get stuff done really quick. But on the same token, what's needed one way is going to be needed in another. So I should say on the other side of the token is gentleness is needed. And something about protection. So is Aries feeling vulnerable right now? Breathing exercises. Woo-wee, let me tell you what. I'm doing a lot of those right here, right now, for this energy. For your frequency. It's wonderful to let in a little bit of extra oxygen to help bring that clarity of thought, to help bring some focus in. So look up some breathing exercise techniques. If you're finding yourself hyperventilating, a little bit of racing mind everywhere, see if introducing some breathing exercises for the Aries in this story to see if that can help. And don't just rush off. Sit there and do the exercises. Or don't just rush off in whatever this task is at hand. Whatever you feel like is overly cluttered. It's cluttered this way because maybe you're supposed to take everything out. Piece by piece. Maybe it's not a demolition kind of thing. Or kind of job. Alright, so let's get started. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, as well as divine and universal energies have been called in. And for your patience, Aries, I have 3 different decks here. So we have the White Numan, a Sacred Animal Tarot. I just got these the other day. Woo-wee! And they're already so awesome. So, and then let me just feature those now so I can roll through. For the block, so for the White Numan, that's going to be the present. For the block, this other new deck, Cirque Du Tarot. Because something's happening. We're feeling rushed. Maybe there's some tricks going on. Something behind closed doors. I'm not sure. I didn't pick that up, but it did just come about now. And for conclusion, I have the Energy Oracle cards. This is going to combine some chakras, some angel messages as well. Of course, along with those extra positive messages to reinforce what is needed or what is being felt with this gain of awareness for the Aries in this story. So let's get started. We got our unicorn here, of course, one of my favorites. Alright, so what would like to come out for the Aries community? Passion. Do what excites you. Get fired up about your life. Increase your energy levels. Are you feeling depleted because there's too much on the plate? That's why it feels so cluttery, that it just feels like you're not even living life. Life at this moment is living you? Oh, I hope not. Is there some anger? Is that what this wanting to rush off is? Safely express your anger. Use anger as a positive force. Honor all of your emotions as sacred. It's going to tie into this one. Leadership. And what this leadership says right here, step into your leadership. Share your message, inspire, and empower others. What happens if the Aries in this story is being asked to create something? Because passion, I feel like, is a lot of creativity. Or a lot of people reach to the things that they're passionate about to create stuff, to go on to what they feel is their purpose. So there may be something here that you can express your anger in while taking the leadership in creating something. Maybe this is why it's best not to unpack everything so quickly or just to throw it out so fast, but to actually look at it and evaluate. See what it is that could help your foundations. Establishing new foundations. Maybe cleaning up some old foundations. Because that's what this new moon's about in Cancerian. That Cancerian that I feel, that intuition. So things are happening. Shifts are happening. And gentleness is needed with yourself and with others. I feel like it doesn't matter morning or night. This is just the general way to go right now. If you want to get through this on top and fulfilling what it is that your purpose is, because I feel like this has to do with a lot of purpose. Whatever this Aries is doing, that they're going to put this creativity to, it's going to be the fuel for their rocket. There's something that they want to take off in. Gentleness. Be kind to yourself and others. Honor your gentleness. Speak words of love. You're feeling frustrated? Speak them words of love. Instead of being frustrated over what has happened, be thankful that you still have other things to continue on with. That you've seen it happen, but you still were able to come out the other side. Ooh. Innocence. Take time to play. Nurture your inner child. Live with a childlike sense of wonder. That means exploration. Maybe the gifted child I'm picking up is you. You've always been gifted, but maybe for some reason nobody helps you develop these gifts, develop these dreams, develop these ideas, develop these passions. What it is you can be that nurturer for yourself when you look back into that past and seeing what you did have and what you're learning now, and grasping the concept that it's still not over. If you're still breathing today, then you can still head towards where you want to go. And what else I have come in reverse is beloved. Prepare for your love partner. Romance is returning to your relationship. Believe you are lovable. Aww. That came in reverse. So there's something that you're believing, or the Aries in this story isn't believing that they can do. Some kind of transformation into a partnership. It could be a business partnership. It could be some kind of relationship. It could be a relationship with family. It's something that they're working to, their dream. I say thing because it could be something that's very intimate, that it's only kind of like a one person kind of entrepreneur kind of mission. So I would say this other one would be that outcome, that goal. Remember, you deserve it. Why not? Freedom. Live wild and free. Choose your freedom. Claim your independence. Release the chains. Release those chains of doubt. How are you going to fly free when you have those chains of doubt? And a partnership. Teamwork will give you a better result. Find trustworthy people to partner with. Build up a talented support team. So this is the mission at hand. Finding others to network with. Others who are on that same level. It could be soul tribe type of people. Soul tribe type of people. You know, Scorpio kind of had that kind of going on for theirs. Theirs was a little different though. If you get out there and start doing all of that, being nice with yourself, you're going to be gentle with others. And you're going to be gentle even in the reaction of others, or how you react to others when we're doing certain things or expressing certain passions for project ideas and such. So keep that in mind. The more gentleness you put onto yourself, the more gentleness you will use with the world. Alright, so let's talk about the present. I don't know if you guys can hear. The dog is sleeping and her paws are next to the coffee table. So that little scratching noise is her having her dreams of running or something, and she's accidentally hitting the table with her nail. I couldn't figure out what that noise was for a second. Alright, so let's go into the present. What is it that needs to come out for the present? I have a Four of Swords in a reverse and a Nine of Wands. Somebody's not happy with the way things are going. They're not happy with the way things are going with somebody in particular. This somebody in particular is not emotionally available. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling. I'm not feeling a lot of movement from the Knight of Cups. But let's go ahead and get a clarity card before I start calling things. Clarity card for the Knight of Cups for the Aries community. What is the clarity behind this card? Ancestors. This Knight of Cups has to do with somebody who is giving, but maybe they're only giving to a sense. And that sense is what keeps you from moving. There's some kind of restriction. Even though the Six of Pentacles, 6 is a harmonious number, I always, a lot of times when I get this particular card, for some reason, I focus on how this person is giving those crumbs out, while this other person is looking for the scales. They're looking for the scales to tip in their way, so maybe something will come down to their level and just will take whatever kind of thing. I don't know if this is what this Knight of Cups is representing, but they are representing a stuck energy. It's an immature kind of energy. What I hear is reactive. Reactive. What else would like to come out? This energy could be very taking. Come in well dressed, well groomed, but they want everything. Everything. They're not going to shell out a dime on the bill. Or maybe, because that King of Pentacles does land on the gentleness. And that gentleness came in reverse when it came out. So maybe this person has some kind of influence on this Aries, on how this Aries feels, on how gentle this Aries can be. It has to do with conflict. Conflict in how they see this situation or how the situation sees them. But it's not an eye-to-eye kind of thing. Maybe one person is really over micromanaging, really quick to kind of come in and bonk you on the head with the staff. And it could be that this other person is just like, I'm just trying to follow what I need to do to make it successful. Yeah, because I get this kind of lost expression from this one, like, what happened? What happened? I thought I was giving enough. What happened? Oh, but some saying you ain't giving enough. More. They require more. Uh-oh. So you're not seeing eye to eye. Somebody's feeling emotionally drained from this. They know there's sharks in the water. That's what that reminds me of. There's something in the water. Something's not right. They're drained. They feel it. Gifts are coming in. Things are shifting. What is this entanglement? How do I get to untangling it? Snakes are not always bad. Snakes are, they represent Scorpio as well. That's transformation. Being able to learn some lessons and shed some skin and grow and be able to rebirth, become anew. So there's something here that has this Aries tangled up. Tangled up and emotionally drained. Few more cards. All right. Anything else want to come out for the present? Ooh. Whoever that this Aries is dealing with, of course, they leave them drained. And they leave them drained because it's very taking energy. It's a very superficial energy. They're not very deep in the emotions. Where Aries is always quick to rush in and maybe be one not to look at emotions when they're rushing in. This one's even lower. This one, and I say lower in the sense of awareness when it comes to others and how others feel about things. I got a Queen of Cups in reverse. Got a Nine of Cups in reverse. I got a Page of Swords in reverse. All I'm getting is this person, this energy, this situation. It's just nothing ever acts right. And what I can see is like in a workstation. And it's just hectic. And things are always going off. Always going off. Could be short-staffed. Short-staffed. Dealing with longer hours to get to what seems like extra pay. But it doesn't feel like it if it's this draining. Or it's something in a relationship with a partner. You can feel alone. You can feel alone in all those areas. In any kind of social setting, you can feel alone in. Let's talk about the block. Let's talk about the block. What would like to come out for the block for the Aries community? Wait a minute. Let's put a card right. There we go. Aries community. What would like to come out for the block? Here it is. Four of Swords. Someone's trying to be above the danger. Above getting stuck on something. Maybe something that's not too invited. Something that's guided. It may not be invited, but it is guided. And what that's saying is that's the end of cycles kind of thing. Because that's the Temperance. Temperance is the Sagittarius. Beautiful. End of seasons. Bringing an end to something. I see. So what is it that this intuition has been telling Aries? That's what's going to help with this block. Watch. What else needs to come out for the block? What else needs to come out for the block? King of Wands. Here comes that creativity again. That creativity lands on that Six of Swords. It lands on that Eight of Cups. That being stuck. Being stuck and feeling like you're not given enough for some reason. How can you translate that? How can you translate that in a positive way? When you show up and you come in like this boss energy that you are. Showing that you are the creator of your game, your life. And what you say is going to happen. What is a new way that you can go about feeling about your reflection? Because right now, this Aries, this is all a block. It could be too much of an ego that's blocking them, that's telling them that they can't do it. Not seeing themselves be able to do it. Because that King of Wands is looking at that Temperance. And they have something in front of that Temperance almost blocking their view too. So watch that. Watch what you bury yourself in. It could be superficial things. Strength. Yeah. Because when you bury yourself into these superficial things, which could be like coping mechanisms and stuff, that's playing at that true strength that you have. That's keeping you down. A lot of people don't know alcohol is a downer. That will keep you low vibing. And when I mention that, I have a Six of Pentacles that comes out like this. Low vibing with low vibing people. Yeah, it could be entertaining. It could be entertaining, but like I tell Capricorn, if somebody has something out and they don't want you to get to your success, they're going to keep you distracted. But I don't feel like that's it. This has something to do with the anger. Somewhere around this situation, there is some misplaced anger. Around something that isn't emotionally available or could be very emotionally draining. Something that is not seen eye to eye, but expects the most of Aries. What else would like to come out for the block? For the Aries community. So I have the Nine of Swords, Seven of Wands. Nine of Swords is directly in reverse. So the way it shows up is this Tower happens when you get out of those thoughts. I feel like when you stop being this person's puppet. You stop being this person's puppet. And you're ready to take it on. ready to take on this hurdle. What could be that little pushback? What could be that little extra work you got to do to prove whatever that you're trying to do? If it's something that you're showing up to a place that's draining you, then really putting forth that it's not just you. There's a reason why you're feeling so drained. And not everybody's going to agree with it. Not everybody likes to rock the boat. But you rock that boat, you get a sense for where everyone's at. And if it's not for you, it's not for you. If you're not appreciating it, you're not appreciating it. So what can you do to fulfill yourself? Is it some kind of change? Is it a change in yourself and the way that you process this stuff? Because sometimes we get in these careers that we absolutely love. We get in these relationships that we absolutely love. But where our focus is we're focusing on things that could be minute, could be big. I don't know. I'm not sure. It all varies. There's too many variables just to put one down. But looking where that focus is, because there's somewhere that the Aries in this doesn't believe that they can have what they're seeking. And this has been shown to, take that leadership in it, process that anger, bring back that passion, and have gentleness. That is the key, is the gentleness. When you put these thoughts to rest, or you go to confront or go duel with whoever is saying that you're wrong, that you're not allowed to feel that way, it's not reacting back. It's using gentleness. And that gentleness is the reassurance that you have that value for yourself. That you can hear what they're saying, but you can understand how you feel, and how you feel is valid. Because a lot of people who don't feel valid in how they feel, they're very reactive. That's why they're so quick to defend it. All right, what else would like to come out? But yeah, it could be jumping ship. It could be saying, you know what, this is the way it is. It just all depends. All depends. We have that Knight of Cups in reverse. The Knight of Cups in reverse on that Six of Pentacles on the Knight of Cups. Yeah, it's just very draining. It's going to continue to be very draining. You're not going to see that balance in the emotions until you start making moves for this. Again, these moves have to do with how you're going to handle that ego and handle this situation. Could it be almost like a cat-like thing? Like a Leo? Or is it summoning up the will of a Leo? Man, a few signs are taking some lessons from Leo this time around, even though we're in that new moon of Cancer and then the full moon of Capricorn. But with the Leos, they show in and they show up with that ego. They can be the ones who can get attention, but they're not there to go and seek out attention. What does a cat do a lot of times? Depending on the cat, they make you come to them. A cat's mindset is that the owners serve them, kind of thing. So what is it that you need to get this cat-like persona? This one of, I'm not just going to run to everything. I'm going to stand here. I'm going to be cute, but I got some claws too. Don't mess with me. And when you try and mess with me, I'm going to let you know that's not okay. Cats are forward. Cats are forward. All right. Let's see what else wants to come out for the block. The Hermit. Something that you're not trusting. Not trusting your gut. You're not trusting the thoughts. You're not trusting the process. Trust the process. trust the process. Whatever's going to come to the table is going to come to the table. If this ain't your soul tribe, this ain't your people, they ain't your people. If this ain't your situation, this ain't your situation. But it's not the last situation that's going to happen to you in life. Let's face the realness of it. It is not. It's the building block to the resilience to deal with other stuff in life. A little bit more hard-hitting stuff. What's that saying? More money, more problems? That's the truth. More money means your problems are going to get more expensive. So when you're leveling up, you're going to reach problems that seem like they're inevitable. But that gentleness and learning how to release the anger are the big keys. Being able to step back and not see it in the view where you have already categorized this situation, categorized this clutter. It's looking at the clutter from that new view, that fresh look, that curiosity. All right, so let's go ahead and dive into the block with the Aries community. What is it, guides and ancestors, that would like to come out for the Aries community? Here we go. Financial constraints. If there's something you're worried about, start building a nest. A little financial nest. Maybe sitting down and looking at your finances. If you're somebody who didn't finish school, and I don't mean that in a judgmental way, people have different variables that happen to them in life. Some people don't have choices in the way things worked out in their past. So what I'm going to state next is, if there's something like that where you did not receive an education or any type of education towards how to manage your finance, going and looking up stuff to help. Maybe it's looking at where you need to save or where you could save, different ways of buying things, different ways of eating, different products you can buy to help tone down the bills and stuff like that. Because if this is you going to get ready to make an investment in whatever this creation is going to be, then learning how to, what is that saying? Trim the fat off. So trimming that extra off, that extra spending that you unknowingly do. One person, a Cancerian, had told me, because they were in that kind of same boat, one of the things that they had done to really get a hold of their finances is they saved their receipts for a month. And they really looked at and assessed where they spent their money. So this could be something like that as well. Finances can go to an energetic thing too. Where you're putting your focus cost you. It costs you time. What's that saying? Time is money, especially if you're speaking into entrepreneur terms, business terms, trying to make new investments kind of terms. All right, what else would like to come out for the block? All right, let's see. We got a nice little bunch here. All right, I feel like this is going to have to do with balancing this ego and how you come in and dealing with this situation that's draining. Seeing the Magician and the Mirror. Seeing that you've been creating all along. You've created your life so far this far. You started from the bottom, now you're here. If your only option is to go up, then seeing how you've worked those miracles, how you've worked your magic, opening that door to your value, that passionate door. adjacent possibilities. Blessings and miracles come in all different shapes and sizes. Maybe this is why a lot of passionate energy is here. Yes, we're reading for a fire sign, the cardinal fire sign, the mighty ram. So be open to new doors opening in different areas that you thought was only in your imagination or was possible in books or movies. Because you never know what could show up. You never know what that creation could lead to. All in positiveness, though. Don't be going off the handle and be saying, oh, this person. No, positive. The temple path. If this is all being guided, you're gonna get closer. You're getting closer to self. You're getting closer to your purpose. You're getting closer to some of the questions that you've been asking. And that's a direct message right there. I don't know those questions, but somebody has heard them. But first is taking the steps, believing. Not everything is of fairy tales when it comes to possibilities. All right, and last one is the angel of love. Remember, Aries in this community, Aries in this story, this wonderful Aries who has lived this life where they have worked so hard, putting love into the things, the goals that they have. Now remembering, when you get drained out, when your body hurts, when your mind aches from stress, when you're overworked and underpaid. And I don't mean underpaid in a coin sense. I mean underpaid in care and putting just as much work into yourself. A lot of people say, how do I do that when I work 60 plus hours? How do I do that when I work 40 plus hours, come home, and I'm a single parent? It's little acts of kindness every day towards yourself. And that's through gentleness. When you drop something and break it, don't holler out, oh, stupid. Oh, man, good thing I have another cup. Or good thing the kids weren't around. Good thing the dog isn't around. Or if they all are around, it's taking the next steps to protect them. Focusing on those next steps instead of focusing on the mistakes. Because we all make mistakes. And when you're drained and you're tired and you're sore, there's anger. There's irritability. That's being human. That is being human 110%. And one thing that I tell my clients, invest in your health. And I just don't mean it in the modality or what I offer. I mean in a wide variety of things. Because when you start to alleviate your health, alleviate some of the tension, alleviate some of the pain, alleviate some of the not feeling so well, you're less irritable. And when you're less irritable, you can let that passion flow even more freer. And for all you know, this could be a lesson that you're going to teach others. It could be something in office ergonomics, warehouse ergonomics, somehow to support care, because you're meant to go into this leadership route. And this is something that's going to help give you that wings to the freedom. that you're looking for, whatever it is that this Aries is working towards. Nice. This was really, really nice. I like it. Aries, you're not too caught up in this situation, and this story isn't too much about this other situation. This story brings it back to self. And I'm going to do this since there's so much time. This video was shorter than the other one, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to reconfirm that message that it comes back to self and love right here with this Universe Oracle. We're going to ask for one card. One bonus card for the Aries community. What is this bonus card to help reconfirm the message, positive messages that have been shown here from our guides, from our ancestors, from our angels, from divine and universal energy? What is the message? When I lean toward love, I am led. I'm led. I'm led. I'm getting choked up. That's why I can't finish it. This makes me want to cry. That's it. That is the lesson right here. It's okay to issue out love and gentleness. It's okay to be a little more softer than so rough around the edges. It's okay. It's something that's becoming a superpower, like patience and flexibility or adaptability. But when you lean in towards this love, feeling love for the things that you're doing, so much weight comes off of the shoulders. And you know, I feel like you're in there, you're trying to practice that gratitude. Along with that gratitude comes love. In between, when you're stubbing your toe, when you're feeling drained, when you're feeling overworked, feel that love for yourself. Feel that love for the drive. Feel that love for you even being aware. Because what is Aries? I am. You are the start of awareness. You are the head upon this body. All right. That's going to conclude it. Awesomeness. Thank you so much, community, for sharing this frequency with me. And I hope you enjoyed this story. Now have a great rest of your day.